Today I will be replacing the fuel temp sensor, the fuel pump, and the fuel pump assembly. First thing you're going to want to do is take your back seat out. There should be two little levers to pull right here, and then you just pull up on the seat and pull this out. Now that you have your seat out, you're going to see two of those tanks. The passenger side is the one you're going to want to take off. You're going to want to twist these four. Once you do that, it'll come right off. And then you're going to disconnect this connector. Now you're going to want to unscrew all of these and pull this off. This is a little tricky sometimes. You have to push this in and pull this out. I would recommend getting a towel for when you pull this off because a little bit of gas is going to come out. And just wrap it up and pull it to the side. And then if you have all those off, it'll just come off like that. You pull that out. You're probably going to want a towel when you pull this out too because there's a lot of gas on it, but just pull it straight out, wiggle it out, and it should come out. Now that you have this piece out, if you're replacing your entire fuel assembly, just put your new fuel assembly in and tighten the screws. If you're just replacing the temp sensor like I am, or the fuel pump, you're going to want to start to disassemble this pump. You're going to want to take the top part off first. There's 4 clips, 2 on this side, 2 on the other side. You're going to pop them up with a flathead and then slide it straight up. Now that you have the top half off of the pump, if you're going to replace the fuel pump in here, you want to take these 4 off. This will slide straight out and the fuel pump will be right there. Detach it, put the new one in, and then put it back together. If you are only reattaching the top to do the temp sensor, or just the top of the assembly, put this back where that one was and then clip it in. When you are putting the pump back together, make sure to plug this in right there and make sure to line that hose up with this hole. Now make sure to reinstall this hose, and if you are not on a 04 sedan, this hose will look different, but it's all in the same process. And just put this back in the tank. Now these do not come with one of these, so just take it off of your old one and reinstall it on here. Make sure you put this back on before you put this back on. Now that this is reattached, you can go ahead and reattach this. Make sure it's all the way on and you hear the click. And then you can go ahead and reattach this. Once it's reattached, go ahead and put this on, tighten it down, start the car. Make sure you don't have any codes, and then go ahead and put your back seat back in. Back seat will slide right in here, and you just gotta wiggle it in a little bit and push it down, and it should go into place.